What's up, y'all? This is the post fight between James Degale and Porky Molina. And we're actually going to also do on the same video for this 168 battle. We got Lucian Bute and the champion Badu Jack. And let's go to this first fight here with James Degale and Porky Molina. Porky came in the best shape of his career. Of course, he's the guy that stopped J. Leon Love and actually gave a tough fight to Badu Jack before Jack knocked him out. Now, this is the first time this guy has really shown from physical standpoint. He's always been an aggressive fighter, but normally he's only a fighter that could last maybe 5, 6, 7 rounds and he starts to gas out. This fight here, he looked tremendous shape. It looked like he didn't put on any water weight after the weigh-in, and he came in and he showed it. He was extremely different, and this was not the fight Degale trained for. But his boxing ability and his ability to use the ring was the actual difference of the fight. He was moving around, making Porky miss a lot of those shots, but when he did get close, Porky was punishing him with body shots. So, yeah, Degale used a lot of the ring, his inside out, throwing punches from the hip, like Prince Nazim Ahmed used to do to get range and power, use his long length. He was changing angles at record speeds in this fight. And a lot of people missed that because towards the end of the rounds, he would fatigue a little bit and try to take breaks and rest. And then that's when Molina would have his stronger rounds and make the fight even difficult. Really, this is a difficult fight to score. And this is where judges get in trouble a lot, where they need a lot of credit for. And the reason why they need a lot of credit is because of a fight like this, it's very difficult to dictate who won a round when it's two different type of styles that's dominant and controlling the fight. Degale be winning like 2 minutes of the round, and in the last 30, 40 seconds, you got Molina really pouring it on with power punches, and then it's like, well, who won the round? So this was a whole different type of fight to score, and it was difficult some of the rounds because they could easily be swung one way or the other. Now, when the scorecards came out, people were shocked. I scored the fight 115-113 for Degale. I thought he pulled it out. He boxed better, and even though Molina would come on a little bit, most of it was arm punching, or he blocked a lot of the shots. Degale did, and people just appreciated the effort of Molina's style because it's more easily to recognize somebody just coming forward throwing punches, and you think is really destroying the other person, which early on, Molina was winning the rounds, and Degale's boxing skills really started to take effect. And I want all you guys to know, James Degale's sister belongs to me. That's going to be my wife. I'm just messing with y'all, but yeah, she can fill up some seats. They need to just do a special with her sitting down. Look at her. You can tell there's a fiery attitude under there too. I'm gonna have to yell at her a couple of times, and we gonna have the greatest makeup babies ever. But all right, enough of that. Let's get back to the actual fight. Degale face was more, worse for wear, but the scorecards, as you can see right here, 117, 111 for Degale, I think was a little too high. 115, 113, John Mathis scorecard was more in line with what I had. So let's go to the main event. All right. The champion Badu Jack versus Lucian Bute. Now, going into this fight, this was, of course, Mayweather's pride possession champion, Badu Jack, going up against the former champion, Lucian Bute, who's 36 and up in age. This is going to be a different type of fight. for Badu Jack, and definitely one for Lucian Bute at this age. Bute used to destroy guys like this when he was younger. He used to knock these guys out, guys that fought in this type of style, because he would be a little bit more aggressive. Lucian Bute showed a lot of his age in this fight. He was a little reluctant when he went in on the inside, which shocked a lot of people. I thought he would be in there working the body once he got on the inside or doing something else. But actually, it was Badu Jack who was actually turning over his shots on the inside and using his size advantage. He's a big, strong boy, and well, big, strong man, rather. And he was throwing, shots on the inside, tagging the body real good every time Bute came in and making them pay on the inside and then on the outside with shots. So I was very happy with that. I was very, very happy with the decision that they were making as far as their game plan as punishing him when he came in. Now, Bute decided to go ahead and do something a little different than what everybody probably was expecting of him. He decided to sit on the outside, try to give him looks and angles, and wait to try to open Bute up with these feints he were doing to make to make Jack overextend himself, meaning like come out of his shell. The high guard was taking away a lot of things he could see. So he wanted Jack to throw some punches like he's doing and open up a little bit so that Bute could get some work in. That's what Bute's throwing these feints for. That's why he's moving the way he's moving. And the more movement he does, the more openings he have. It's just that when you're of age, sometimes it takes a while to get the timing down and do the things that you want to do. Now, Badu Jack was getting a lot of love from Showtime, of course, because he's a Showtime fighter. He's a Mayweather fighter, and they favor a lot to Mayweather. But I like both guys, and I'm definitely going to score it accordingly, no matter if he's a Floyd Mayweather fighter or not. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on in the fight. And Bute wasn't doing as badly as they thought when they were praising a lot of the things Jack was doing. Early on, Jack was winning some rounds, but Bute actually was winning some rounds also in those rounds and exchanges that they weren't really crediting. And Bute was finishing those rounds and not Jack, the champion. And when you leave that stage open for early rounds, people forget about those early rounds. The middle rounds belong to Badu Jack. Badu Jack in the middle rounds dominated and pulled himself apart from Bute, who looked like the body shots was taking a toll on him, and the size of matter of Jack was starting to pay off. The nice body shots, the jab was working. He was turning them. Bute was not using that right hook at all at that point in time. He was just trying to counter it every once in a while. But he hurt Badu Jack with a left uppercut in the fight. And once he threw the left uppercut and hurt Jack with that uppercut, and I believe that happened in either round 10 or so, but those 3 rounds were critical. The championship rounds is very critical in the fight. Jack has been known to fatigue in a lot of his fights trying to conserve energy. It was a good old strategy move by Muhammad to go ahead and do the old removal of the tape thing and had the tape hanging off. But this is DC. They'll wrap that tape around your neck and say, get back in there. That referee wasn't finna alter the action. And finally, with 1 minute to go, he did in the last round because Jack was so badly fatigued and hurt too because the uppercut he took that bust his nose open in the previous round, I believe in round 11.